Guys, it's Janixa and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the polishes that I wore in the month of October 2022. I tried to keep all of these kind of Halloween themed just because I have so many of the China Glaze Halloween polishes, and I do have some other stragglers here or there, so I definitely tried to keep a theme this month, and I was inspired by keeping the purple theme for August for my birthday because purple is my favorite color. So this was a fun month, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. First up this month, I wore China Glaze's Zombie Zest. You guys, I had been dying to wear this one. I've owned it for like 6 months, maybe a little more than that, but I wanted to wait until October to wear it. I just felt like it was the perfect time. Come on, it's called Zombie Zest. It's a Halloween polish. When else was I gonna wear it? Now, I didn't buy this when it first came out because I wasn't into nail polish the way that I am now when this first came out. I also, unfortunately, did not find this in a D-stash for a good deal. I ended up getting this one on Mercari for $35. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy about that. I mean, I'm happy that I have the polish, but I like to rewatch, old nail polish videos from people that, well, this one particularly doesn't make videos anymore, Miss Holly Berries, and she would talk up Zombie Zest so much, so I think that my expectations of what it would look like on my nails were like really high, and then when I had it on my nails, it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. But no shade to her. Obviously, she loved the polish, and I don't blame her. It's an absolutely beautiful polish. I just think that my expectations were a little bit too high. Now, about the polish itself, the formula is not the greatest in the world, and it has the old China Glaze skinny brush, so that makes it a little bit worse. I did have to do 3 coats to get full opacity. It's a really fun color. I did enjoy it a lot. I like these murky, dirty looking colors. They're just a lot of fun. I mean, do you normally look at a color and say, ooh, that's ugly, I want it on my nails? Maybe you don't, but I do. So yeah, this one was a gorgeous polish. I am glad I have it in my collection. Next up, I wore 90 Lacquer's Static. This one, I love the concept of it, and I think that Jess executed it perfectly. It really does look like Static, on the TV, the old Static. I did enjoy it. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I think that was only because I had just worn a polish that looked similar to this one. It wasn't my absolute favorite this month, but that's just personal preference. There's nothing wrong with the polish at all. It actually had a really great formula. I only needed 2 coats, so nothing wrong with the polish at all. I just feel like I wasn't like vibing with it very much. Next up, I wore China Glaze's Bat My Eyes, and you guys, I didn't even own this one until October. I saw Joe at Polish Talk wear this one, and I fell in love. I'm like, oh my god, I need to have that one. Immediately, I went over to eBay and I purchased it, and it was only like 7 something, so of course I grabbed it, and I'm so glad I did. It is so beautiful. I love these types of shades from China Glaze, and I didn't want to take this one off, you guys. I actually kept it on for maybe a little longer than I normally do, maybe about 5 days or so, because it was just so beautiful. I loved looking at it. The formula was, again, not the greatest. It's a little bit of an older China Glaze, but it really didn't matter to me. I was still able to apply it pretty easily and didn't really have any issues with it. Next up, I wore Painted Polish's Children of the Candy Corn, and honestly, I wore this one because of the name. I love the name. It is so funny. I don't like, horror movies or scary movies or anything like that, but I know that there's a movie called Children of the Corn because my husband watches it. So as soon as I saw this polish come in, the mail, I ran to my husband. I was like, look at the name of this one. So he thought it was funny too. I love this one. I love Painted Polish's Crellies. They're perfect, and this one was no exception. Great polish. Really, I have nothing else to say. It was great. Next up, I wore Hello Taco's One Coat Black, and I added some 3D Halloween stickers that I bought off of Amazon. I had been seeing like this skeleton type manicure on Instagram, and I am not that good with nail art. I knew I would never be able to just freehand it, so I ordered stickers and I kind of just made my own design like that, and I liked how it came out. It was cute. One thing I'll mention though, I only did do one coat of Hello Taco's One Coat Black, but I noticed right away that chipping happened a lot faster, which is why I always recommend 2 coats with nail polish. It doesn't matter if it's a 1-coater, I still will always recommend that 2nd coat because your manicure will last longer. So with this one, there was a lot of chipping going on within only about a day or 2, so I will definitely be putting 2 coats on next time I wear 1 coat black. Next up, I wore Wildflower Lacquer's Potion, and oh my god, you guys, I loved this polish. It was so amazing, I had to put it on my toes. So I had it both as a manicure and a pedicure at the same time. I did not want to take this off. Like, I want to go put it back on right now. It's so beautiful. There is such an insane shift from blue to purple and maybe other colors that I didn't even notice. It's stunning. If you ever see it in a D-stash, pick it up. You will not regret it if you love shifty polishes. I cannot talk this polish up enough. It is so beautiful. I could just sit here and stare at the bottle all day. That's how much I loved it. Next up, I wore China Glaze's I'm Alive, and this one is a classic. I love these classic Halloween China Glaze polishes. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I have nothing but good things to say about it. It does look like zombie-ish and murky and very Halloween-y on the nails, so it was a ton of fun for me to wear. Formula wasn't bad at all. I think for most of these older China Glaze Halloween polishes, I did 3 coats. I'm sorry, I can't remember. My memory is absolute not good. But I think I did mainly 3 coats, and they were easy 3 coats, so I didn't have to struggle through them or anything like that. So no issues here whatsoever, and I loved looking at my nails with this one. Next up, I wore some of the Orly and Lisa Frank nail wraps. The Pegasus, was it? Somebody corrected me in the comments of that nail wrap video. I don't know. I don't know very much about mythical or non-existent creatures, so I guess that was a Pegasus and not a unicorn. I think it was called Skye. So I did wear those nail wraps for a day or 2. I wore them simply because I did that video on how to apply nail wraps, so it wasn't something like I really wanted to wear. And I'm picky with designs when it comes to nail wraps. Like, I want a specific design, so that one, I actually think I took it off the next day, something like that, because it wasn't something that I like really wanted to wear. I only had it on because of the video. But besides that, they were really good nail wraps. I don't have any complaints about them. If you're curious about nail wraps, I did do the how to apply nail wraps video featuring those Orly and Lisa Frank wraps, so go ahead and go check it out. And lastly, I wore China Glaze's Getting to Gnaw You, and that's the manicure that I currently have on my nails. I love it. It's really beautiful. I feel like this is not only perfect for Halloween, but it's perfect for fall because it's like a very dark brown base with some coppery glitter in there. It's really a gorgeous polish. I love this too. I noticed that a lot of China Glaze's Halloween polishes tend to kind of look like this, and you know, the Zombie Zest and the I'm Alive, they can look kind of similar, but I didn't care. I wanted to wear them all anyway. There you have it, guys, all of the polishes that I wore in the month of October 2022. I only did 8 or 9 manicures if you count the nail wraps this month, so I had a lot of swatching to do this month, so I really didn't get to wear as many polishes as I normally do. Usually I'm over 10, and there were so many good Halloween China Glaze polishes that I didn't get to wear, like I Love Your Guts and Don't Let the Dead Bite, and I don't know, there was just a bunch of them that I wanted to wear, but just seemed like I had so much polish and so little time. Alright guys, let me know in the comments down below what polishes you wore for the month of October 2022. Let me know which ones you liked from the ones that I wore for this month, and yeah, let's just talk about it all in the comments down below. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!